Hey, welcome back to Postal BBQ. I'm Jabin Postal, and today at the grill we're making some delicious cedar plank chicken quarters with a homemade spicy mango barbecue sauce that you're gonna love. And so just like always, I'm gonna put all the show notes as well as the full recipe in the description box below, so make sure to click down there to see everything that you need for this cook. Also, if you like what we're doing on this channel, consider subscribing for more great barbecue recipes, tutorials, and reviews. And other than that, let's get into the cook. As I said, welcome back to Postal BBQ. I appreciate you being here. Today at the grill, like I said, we're making some delicious cedar plank chicken quarters with a homemade spicy mango barbecue sauce that's gonna be absolutely wonderful with this chicken today. And so when it comes to cooking with wood planks, cooking with cedar specifically is one of the most common ways that you see this, but it can be done using maple, alder, a number of different great woods to complement whatever protein meat that you're cooking. And so today I'm using cedar because this is more of a traditional way, especially over here on the Pacific Northwest, where cedar is abundant and really just goes back to a really traditional way of cooking over live fire. And so what I have here today is some chicken leg quarters. We have the thigh as well as the leg portion, and this is a dark meat, which means that it's a little more fatty, a little more rich in flavor, which also means you can cook this to a little bit higher temperature if you like, and provides a little bit more of a buffer when you're cooking. And so what we're going to do today to get started is I'm just going to trim up some of the fat that's on this. And so you can see down on the bottom when I flip it over, there's a large fat deposit. And so I'm just going to clean that up. There's also a little bit of the rib cage still attached. I'm going to just trim that off. All right, that's exactly what we're looking for. That's cleaned up nicely. And so I'm going to flip this one over again. We're going to do the same to this one. Remove that big fat decal. And then again, I'm going to trim off this bit of that rib cage that's still remaining. So in just a few minutes, I have these chicken leg quarters trimmed up the way that I like them. You will notice that I did take the time to remove that little bit of the rib cage that was still remaining on there, just so that when it comes time to eating, you don't have to fight with that rib cage that's on there. It just can have a nice clean bite. With our leg quarters all trimmed up, it's now time to season our chicken. And so today I'm gonna be using my chicken rub. This stuff goes really nice on chicken, obviously. It's got a nice blend of salts and peppers, a bit of spices, and some savory notes in it. And so just go ahead and use your favorite chicken rub that you prefer. And so I'm going to start by flipping this chicken upside down because I want to season the top portion last. And so just place a generous coating onto the outside of this chicken. Flip that over. And again, I'm placing a liberal coating onto the outside of our chicken just to add that little bit of extra flavor that I love when it comes to chicken quarters. There we go. That looks really nice. And so with our chicken all seasoned up, I'm going to let it sit on the cutting board for about 20 to 30 minutes while I get my kettle set up for cooking around 350 degrees. So to set up our grill today for cooking with this cedar plank, I'm first of all going to fill up a chimney basket full of unlit briquettes, and I'm going to get those coals mostly lit. Once our coals are mostly lit, I'm then going to dump them into the bottom of our grill and spread them out over about 2/3 of the bottom of our grill. Next, I'm going to place my grill grate back in and then close the lid and let our grill come up to around 350 degrees. So with our grill all set up for cooking around 350 degrees, it's now time to get our chicken onto our cedar plank. And I did go ahead already and soak our plank for about 2 hours in advance. And this is going to allow that moisture to be absorbed into that plank so it doesn't just burn away. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to place these onto this plank. Just like this. Last one on there. And then with everything ready for cooking, I'm going to place this onto the grill directly over our hot zone. All right, so you'll notice that that plank is starting to smolder just a little bit, and so I'm going to close up this lid, and I'm going to begin cooking this for about 45 minutes before we come back and check up on our internal temperature. So while our chicken is cooking away on that cedar plank, let's go ahead and make this spicy mango barbecue sauce that we're gonna glaze over top of this chicken. And so there's not much to do to prepare this barbecue sauce. We have some ketchup, some mango juice, and then a few other things that just help bring this sauce to life. And so I'm gonna start by placing in about 1 cup of ketchup into a saucepan. There we go. Next, I'm going to add in another cup of mango juice. And then to that, I have 2 tablespoons of molasses. There we go. Next, I have a half a cup of brown sugar. Place that in. I have a 1/4 cup of apple cider vinegar. And then lastly, I have my spices. I'm going to be using 1 teaspoon each of black pepper, garlic, onion, paprika, and also a half a tablespoon of cayenne pepper to add a little bit of that spice that we're looking for with this sauce. And so go ahead and place all of that into this sauce. And then I'm going to turn on my burner. And I'm going to put that on to about a medium low, and I'm going to bring this up to a simmer and let it simmer for about 5 minutes time. Let's go ahead and give this a quick taste just to see how it is and if there's anything else that we need to add to it. That is good. Whew, you can taste that bit of spice as well as that sweetness from the mango and that brown sugar just complementing again, that mango. So with our barbecue sauce all done, I'm going to let it cool down to about a room temperature. And during this process, it's going to thicken up a little bit and it's going to be the perfect consistency for our cook. So I've been cooking these chicken leg quarters for just over 40 minutes now, and the aroma back here is absolutely wonderful. You can really smell that cedar plank doing its job in the grill. And so let's open up the grill and take a look as well as probe for our internal temperature. Oh wow, look at that nice color on the outside of this chicken. You can see that that rub we use has set up quite nicely. And so let's go ahead and use our digital thermometer and just probe for our internal temperature. We have 178. And so this is reading around 178, and which is the perfect temperature for me. And so I'm going to apply our barbecue sauce to the outside of this chicken now. There we go. And you'll want to do this quite quickly because you'll see that there is some fire on the bottom of our plank. And so I'm going to close up this lid, which is going to suffocate that fire. And then I'm going to let that sauce set up for about 7 minutes before I remove it from the grill and get ready for the taste test. So our total cooking time for our chicken quarters cooked on that cedar plank was about 50 minutes, and the color and the aroma is absolutely wonderful. These temped out around 180 degrees internal temperature, which is my preferred range, anywhere between 175 and 185 for the dark meat of these chicken quarters. So with everything all done, let's go ahead and grab this guy right here and we'll go for the taste test. Here we go. Oh my goodness. This is unreal. So as expected, the flavor of these cedar plank chicken quarters is absolutely phenomenal. You can really taste that cedar flavor from that wood plank, and it's a little bit different of a flavor than if you were to smoke these chicken quarters. It's a little bit more of an aromatic flavor that you get from that wood plank. You pair that with this delicious spicy mango barbecue sauce, and this is a winning combination. And so if you've never tried cooking using cedar planks like this before, make sure to give it a try because it is such a fun way to cook and you won't be disappointed, so make sure to give it a try. So that's how you make that amazing homemade spicy mango barbecue sauce for your next grill night. You're gonna love it for sure. Hey, if you want to see more barbecue videos just like this one, make sure to hit that subscribe button as well as that notification bell. Also, special thank you to all my patrons out there who help support this channel every single week. Until next time, keep that fire lit and get cooking.